Shake it to the melody.
I've always got to remember to switch the microphone on here. Yes, the microphone here is in different sort of colours here as I knock it about at the same time here. You can see the different colours it does have on this USB microphone, which is attached to the laptop right now. A little bit of behind the scenes here before we warm you up on that note. All right, okay, so yeah, this little thing here is a pop shield, and that's what it's called. And basically what it does is it stops all the per sound. I don't know if it makes any difference if I move it away. And yeah, I sellotaped it because of course it stops it from falling away. It's sort of half broken in a way, but of course it's still staying as it is. That's the main thing, and it still does its job. Of course, you know, if it's not broke, then don't fix it. That's the old saying. So yeah, this is the pop shield here. Let's see what difference it makes without the actual pop shield itself. So can you hear the p sign? I don't know if it comes out very well, but I'm not actually listening back to this, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments if it sounds better with this, with the P sound, p, or does it sound better when it's like that? It's a bit like the sort of Specsavers or eye opticians glasses, with or without, for those people that actually go to eye opticians. But yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it? So this is the pop shield here, which is used for a radio station here. I don't think many people talk about this actually. I don't know why, but of course we do here. Something a little bit more different, and it is a USB microphone condenser. In our days, when I first started out as a co-host at a radio station which ceased broadcasting in 2010, called 209 Radio, and of course it ceased broadcasting, as I say, in 2010, not 2009. But yeah, since then I didn't even know that USB condenser mics actually exist. But of course, yeah, as in microphones of this sort of kind, and they didn't really use them at radio stations at the time. You know, these kind of things are very useful because people are now doing this at home. Well, everyone starts from a bedroom, but of course, on the other note, that of course I would say, you know, trying to get the right wording here, so do excuse me here. It's my new haircut, I've got to say that. No, but no, they didn't use it at the time, which meant, of course, you know, these kind of radio stations, you know, start from bedrooms. People just start from bedroom radios stuff before they actually go into a studio. There are some studios about of radio, but of course it's very, very rare. I think most people are doing it from their own home anyway, since even lockdown. But of course, I'm not actually doing it for the lockdown reasons. I'm getting out and about as well at the same time, because you know it can be boring sitting in all day on that note. But yeah, that's the radio tech sort of thing. I don't know if you call it radio anorak. I don't know. That was what I was told it was called, radio anorak. Can anyone know what that means? In the comments, do let me know. So, of course, welcome along to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in here. Come and say hello in the chat, and of course, you know, it'd be very cool of you to come and comment in the chat here. We've had some people tuning in, and of course, spread the word about touring with us itself. But we are the show of Latest with Nick C live. TikTok, YouTube, as in touring with us, but the TikTok is Latest with Nick C, and also touring with us. X, touring with us, which is the former name of Twitter, and Instagram, as in touring with us. Lots of different things to look at, and lots of places that you'll find Nick C, basically, on that note. So thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. This is the 100% live version, but we'll get an even more 100% live version coming up right now, because before I go to this 100% live situation, because we'll click just like that and it'll go straight to the scene. Okay, so you'll see a stunt double of me. Which one will you recognise? That's the question. So both are Nick C, but one is a stunt double or maybe a twin. I don't know what you want to prefer it as. So, a very, very good afternoon to you all if you're watching live. If you're watching at any other time, good morning and good evening, or just good afternoon. It is quite sunny here in October, which is, of course, the episode number 4. Yes, number 4 of the blue screen here. Doesn't mean that, of course, there's anything wrong with my computer system, as in blue screen. But you've got a small screen seeing me. It's a bit like, you know, the Gillette Soccer Saturday feeling with Jeff Stelling. Do you think I could do it as a Jeff Stelling? I'm not sure if the latest one could do the same thing. Of course, he is new, and of course Simon Thomas don't sort of spark it as much as Jeff Stelling, does it? I wonder if the viewer rating has gone down a little bit. But of course, yeah, we can't cancel everyone. But there you go. Enough said about that. But that's what the blue screen actually reminds me of in a way, but it's without the scores on the screen here. But you can call it a touring with us sport. No, I don't think we'll go into that sort of direction. But of course, that was just a little bit of a light-hearted joke there, and hopefully you all got that. But yeah, we are going to go to another scene in just a moment here. So when I click my fingers, well, I did then, but of course I'm going to actually click the fingers and it will go directly to this area here, live and exclusive. Okay, so you're probably going to wonder how I'm flying over from here to London. But yeah, some sort of place very similar to London anyway. But of course, without giving too much away, of course, it is a discussion with you guys here because, you know, the signal wasn't great and I couldn't really risk it. So, of course, you know, it's sometimes better to do it from where I was in a live sort of sense. So, basically, I was discussing about the new hub of the banking system, which is going to be run by the post office, basically in that sort of form. But at the moment, it's starting at the Haverhill Library. I don't know how many towns and cities, or even villages, come to think of it. Well, of course, if you live in a village, of course, it might be a little bit difficult to get to a bank. But of course, there must be a sort of way that you can do it. You have to have a car to be able to travel to a city or a town or city. So yeah, whatever travel area that you can get to. Of course, I don't know if any of those towns or cities or villages, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting muddled up here. Towns or cities will actually have those kind of hubs, and the response on X has been quite something really. I posted it on Dan Wotton page, which of course most people have given it a thumbs up because, you know, they think they want it, and they want to stop this cashless society looping down our way. But maybe the post office is the only way out. If we don't have post office, what we are going to do is sort of be in a lot of pile of plumperdom, whatever you like to call it. But yeah, we will be in trouble, basically. That's what I'm trying to refer it as. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go live and exclusively to this place, very similar to London, but in fact it actually is, but it isn't, if you know what I mean. So let's go to it now. Hello everybody, welcome to the Golden Show that never ends here, and welcome of course to...
Hello.
Oh, okay. Hello to you, and I'm getting interrupted by a panda and sheep. She's in the background, by the way. So, yeah, she's been moderator since 2022, and of course, you know, that's 1 year after, of course, we first launched for touring with us in the year of 2021. So, yes, that's how long we've been going for, but of course this is the latest with Nick C, which is affiliated with touring with us. So, as latest with Nick C is affiliated with touring with us, so welcome along to the show. My name's Nick C, and yeah, it is Thursday, the 3rd of October 2024, in case you're watching in the future.
Sorry to change the subject, can you move that plate?
I've got to move the plate apparently.
Not next to me, put that over there.
Oh, I've got to start this again now. So we're back again. I had to move a table off the other table here, which is this one. Well, there's only one table, then I had to move it to another table. Anyway, of course, yeah, so glad it's so quiet in here. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon, or this morning, or this evening, or whatever time you're watching this particular episode here. And of course, as always, we appreciate your comments on the channel of Touring With Us if you're watching on there, and if you're watching on the latest with Nick C, of course, we appreciate that also, wherever you do see us. And hit that thumbs up as well, really appreciate that. And we appreciate over 900 subscribers, and we have reached that target, which is amazing. And of course, it's ever so increasing each and every day, which is quite surprising, really. But of course, yes, we enjoy every moment possible. So we've got a lot of huge plans for Touring With Us. So yes, keep your eyes peeled for that, you know, and your listening ears at the same time, and make sure you stay with them on your own, and don't you dare go anywhere. You keep it right here, keep it locked, okay? And yeah, what we'll be talking about today is about the banking hub, which is temporary at the library of Haverhill, and basically it's going to be moved.
Why is it Haverhill?
Why is it Haverhill?
Why is it, I've been at the library.
Yeah, why is it starting out at the library? It's a temporary source, so people can access a cash machine from Monday to Friday, temporary, until it gets moved into a formula. I can't get the right word.
I don't know.
Former, sorry, that is the right word.
Format.
No, former, which is previously a shop called Clinton Shop, a card shop, if you remember rightly, and now they are on the case where they're going to be building it, and I've seen builders out there taking pictures of it as well, as in future memories. You'll see a picture of this somewhere on the community section, so give it a like for the pictures that we show you if you can. And they are currently building here in this sort of month, which is October 2024. And if you're watching this in the future, then of course it will be old news, but currently they are still building it, ready for the new hub in the high street. They've actually got a lease for it, according to the Suffolk News. So yeah, before my battery goes, because I've got 11%, oops, sorry about that, and I do apologise on behalf of the Touring With Us team here. So, of course, we posted the Suffolk News story about the Haverhill Library plays home to temporary banking hub ahead of its permanent launch. So, of course, I'll ask Panda Sheep what her verdict is in just a moment, what she thinks basically. Yeah, I'll ask her what she thinks in just a moment. But yeah, with a temporary banking hub due to open in Haverhill in a few months, okay, without the low battery coming up on my screen. Apologise about that. Yeah, a temporary hub has been launched in the town's library on Camps Road. Operated by Cash Access UK, the organisation is set up to protect the nationwide access to cash. The temporary hub will open 5 days a week and remain available until the new permanent hub opens, as I just previously mentioned. Of course, this is what Gareth Oakley, a Cash Access UK CEO, actually said. I'm happy to announce that our temporary banking hub in Haverhill is now open, and this is why we carry out necessary work on the permanent hub, which is going to be in the High Street, just opposite of where we are now. Okay? By the way, we're in London.
Yeah.
We're in London.
There we are.
Can't say too much of where we are, really.
No, can't.
No.
No, can't.
A bit of deja vu.
Studio and deja vu land, yeah.
Yeah, I hope that, of course, London do copy this great thing that is happening, and it's going to be organised by the post office as well. So the post office will be in conjunction with it, if the right terminology is used there, or right wording. So this guy, Gareth Oakley, went on to also say the team are working hard to get the permanent hub up and running and will provide updates on the progress. Okay, let's read on. A lease, as I said, has been signed for the hub to be based in the High Street premises, formerly occupied by Clinton Cards, and it's hoped to be open before the end of this year. Don't know when yet. A temporary hub will be open until the permanent one is up and running. So it will look something very much like this, if you can see that on your screens.
Oh wow.
You can actually see that yourself.
Oh wow.
So whilst you interrupted me there, that's fine. What are you making of the new hub? Do you think it's a great idea for Haverhill?
Just keep talking, but look.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. Can you just talk about that? That's all right.
You don't say it loud, just keep talking. Yeah, yes,
I'll
keep talking, but you need to...
I'm reading out.
Yes, what did you ask me, sorry?
Oh, sorry. We'll have to edit this, but yeah. My question is, I'm going to ask you now. What are you making? I'll ask you the question again, so I can edit this out. What do you think about the new hub in the High Street, when, of course, it's going to be in the High Street and it's permanently at the library at the moment? So what do you think about the new hub coming to Haverhill? Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, brilliant idea.
Yeah, will it help you, because will you use it?
Yes.
Yeah, because you like cash yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, is that good for you because the fact that
Sometimes it's difficult without cash machines here.
yes, it is. And the other thing is, I don't know if you agree with me, that the government don't know what you're spending if you take cash out. Is that right? Is that a good thing for you?
Hang on a minute. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much for the moment. A temporary hub offers a counter service operated, as I said, by the post office, where customers of all major banks can carry out regular cash transactions from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. It also offers a community banker service where customers can talk to their own bank about more complicated issues on the day of the bank, which is situated in the hub itself. Staff from HSBC at the library based hub on a Monday AM only, with NatWest there on a Tuesday, and Lloyd's on a Wednesday, and Santander on a Thursday, and Barclays on a Friday. Bank branch, Lloyd's, was set to close last week. A closure already put back from the summer, but that has now been delayed until September the 2nd. Don't worry, if you're watching in the future, this will be obviously an old news. Lloyd's did actually announce in September 2023 that it was due to close its branch in Haverhill. But, as I say, it's been put back to December the 2nd there. How fascinating is that? I think I will drink a cup of tea to
You're
that.
gonna laugh or not laugh?
What?
You're gonna laugh or not laugh?
I'm always laughing. Okay.
Don't I'm trying to eat my dinner.
Oh, I see. That kind of laughing.
Yeah, I actually got there and I think, oh my god, I couldn't breathe.
Was it a confidant?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the tea's going cold now.
Drink it. Oh my god,
I don't mind that. Might get a coffee in a minute and see what it's like. The tea here is, by the way, £1.20 here in London. London, eh?
London, eh?
Yeah,
London.
we've travelled away from Suffolk to London today. How cool is that? Does anyone recognise this place in London?
Follow me.
Get over to this place right now. But it's virtual reality, by the way. It's fun here. I thought I had to carry on with the show like this. Oh dear, it's crazy, isn't it? Right, I've got to hand my hat to you.
I see your little hattie.
I've made a face here. You'll be laughing at this later.
The sun has got his hat on. Hip, hip, hip.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, you made me laugh.
Oh, there you are. You can wave your hand there. That's all you get before I knock my tea over. Oh, pardon me, that wasn't that neither. It's all part of the fun act here. Yeah, we've got a good comedy channel coming. Comedy channel. It's going to go mental.
Is it?
Freedom of speech.
Is it?
Comedy channel.
Wow.
Eventually, we're going to set that up. I don't know when, before I get a cold in my throat. If you want to sick, go outside. Did you know we're still live on air?
Yeah.
Not on TikTok though.
Yeah.
It's
She fixed the laptop.
they can hear you, by the way.
Right.
Right. They can hear you, which is better than seeing you, actually. Blondie in the background.
Crunch.
Yeah. I've got to be very careful what I say.
Crunch, snap and crack. No, snap. Oh, hang on. Snap, crack and pop.
Absolutely. This is quite cool in here, actually. Yeah, that's why I came in here, so it's more quiet. It's very good. I enjoy your food over there, by the way.
Yeah.
It's cool. But if you want to see a copy of the original food that we had before I gave you some of mine, I won't say too much, but yeah, I did actually take a snapshot of it. So, I suggest you have a look right now.
Really?
I've got a picture of it somewhere.
Crunch.
If you don't see it on the community page of Touring with Us, yeah, Crunch, it'll be on now.
Crunch for Touring with Us, Crunch.
Exactly. Anyway, of course, I'm going to go back to the original live, the real live, in just a moment, just by a click.
Tap. No.
Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. On Saturday. and dance. Just dance. Just feel the rhythm and dance.
Back from outer space.
On Saturday.
Back from outer space. Feel force.
It is party time tonight. Everybody dance. Everybody dance.
On Saturday.
Everybody dance. Translation.
Everybody dance. On Saturday. Everybody dance.
Do you know what? I keep forgetting to switch the microphone on. I do apologise about that. And of course, don't worry, you can always fast forward it later on here. It is Nick C here, and you are watching Latest with Nick C here. And we are also on TikTok, as in Latest with Nick C, as well as Touring with Us, and YouTube Touring with Us, X, as in formerly known as Twitter, as Touring with Us, and Latest with Nick C as well, and of course Instagram, which is Touring with Us as well. So many of ways that you can spot Nick C anywhere possible. So yeah, let me just summarise, because you probably didn't hear me unless you was lip reading. Of course, what I was pretty much saying at that live episode a minute ago, exclusively for episode number 4. So yeah, just summarise what's happening in particular in Haverhill in Suffolk in the UK. So this hub is not just a TV hub or a radio hub or just any sort of outreach hub. It is actually a banking hub run by the post office. Thankfully, post office still exists, because if it doesn't, we'll be in a pile of 100% big stuck. So in that instance, it's good news that post office have teamed together with the banks, which is great, which is what they do anyway, so you can use the post office as well, and I hope that post office is able to do that in the cities as well as what is currently happening in Haverhill. It's starting at the library, and then of course once the building has been complete of the high street of Haverhill, it will become a banking hub, which means on certain days you'll get HSBC on a Monday, NatWest on a Tuesday, that's just an example's sake, and Barclays on a Wednesday, and so on. It might not be in that order, but of course you'll also be able to actually have a one-to-one chat about further information about your own bank should you need it. So that is a very, very interesting aspect, and I believe that it could help the cash flow brilliantly. We would like to get, of course, someone that is, of course, in charge of the banking system of the hub we're talking about in this instance. But we would like to say this now. Of course, we have been praying for something like this to actually stop all this happening, stop all this cashless society happening. We need both in our society, either banking and the cash as well. So we can't get rid of banks totally. No, because we need the banks to be able to survive in this sort of environment. So it's a good thing that post office have stepped forward and sort of rescued this seeming to be cashless society, is what the main government is trying to do so that they can control you. So that is what I would actually personally say on that level. So yeah, a huge welcome if you are just joining us here, wherever possible here. So yeah, spread the word about Touring with Us if you haven't already. Make sure that you do tune in wherever possible as well, and subscribe free of charge if you haven't already, which means a great deal to us. And come and see us when we are about, and come and have a photograph with us. Anyone's more than welcome to have that photograph with us if they wish to at this current time here. But the Lloyds Bank, by the way, in Haverhill was due to close in August or September time, but now been extended to the 2nd of December, according to what it states on the window of Lloyds Bank. Lloyds Bank itself in Haverhill has been standing there, and the only bank left in Haverhill with a couple of cash machines, which is very helpful. Also, post office do have a cash machine. Anyway, they've just recently updated theirs, which is brilliant news. A lot more easier to understand. And obviously Barclays of Haverhill went down. There used to be a TSB and HSBC in Haverhill, but that went all sort of tits up and so went sort of a different direction, and people were sort of going online more. But with this powerful tool, can bring sense back into the public eye. So that will be absolutely brilliant if we could get back to that sort of 1960s feel. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen anytime soon. But that is just another thing altogether here. How long have I been going for? So, yeah, 43 minutes here. And I did have a moment of silence there. I do apologise about that. But, yeah, we're only here for about an hour or so. And, of course, I do want to sort of try and find my way down to town at this moment of time. So what I would say, the only way downtown is through, of course, well, there's two ways you can do it if you live in the Haver area in particular. Of course, there is Milford's Way and going through the Willsey and up towards Chalkstone Way to Anne Suckling and that kind of thing. It goes right around there currently at the moment, and then goes down to town that way if it's not late. That's the Haverhill 13 that we've got currently here in 2024. And also there is a number 15 bus, if you can catch it on time, that will go through Millfields Way and go directly downtown. So yeah, and sometimes that's late as well. But yeah, it's interesting to know that kind of information. Let's see if I can actually tell you a little bit about the Bury St Edmunds, Haverhill and Newmarket, eh? Sounds very cool indeed. Got all the bus timetables here. I won't go through all the intimate details here, but of course there is a timetable list here. I don't know if you can see it up on the screen, sorry about that. Yeah, it probably is not easy to read even on that camera, but of course it's not the best camera to actually read something like this. But of course Mondays to Fridays, of course, I'll tell you from the earliest bus from Bury St Edmunds, it's 6:55, and it will of course end up, this is the Bury St Edmunds to Newmarket, by the way, on the 16 and 16A. Of course the very earliest bus from Bury St Edmunds is 6:55, and that should get to Newmarket bus station around about 8:13. Okay, it's quite a long time, isn't it? It's pretty much an hour, I would say the least on that one. Of course, 16A from Bury St Edmunds at 6:55 also serves Newmarket Academy at 8:15 in the morning. And the last one from Bury St Edmunds to Newmarket from a Monday to Friday basis is from West Suffolk Hospital, 16. It is number 16, the bus. It's 6 o'clock, and it will get to Newmarket bus station around about 19:28, which is 7:28. Okay, hopefully you understood all that. And on Saturdays, the last one from Bury St Edmunds to Newmarket is 17:10, which is 5:10 in the afternoon, and it should arrive at Newmarket bus station 18:36, which is 6:36. So 5:10 it starts from Bury St Edmunds bus station and ends up in Newmarket around about 6:36 p.m. in the evening. So let's have a look at the reversed note here, if I can. It's a bit stuck, this leaflet here. So from Newmarket, the earliest bus is 7 o'clock in the morning and should arrive at Bury St Edmunds bus station. Bear in mind, some of them go up to the West Suffolk Hospital there. So that's 7 o'clock in the morning, 16A, and should arrive at Bury St Edmunds around about 8:47 in the morning. and the last one from Newmarket bus station to Bury St Edmunds is 17:30. Okay, which is 5:30 in the afternoon, and it is just a normal 16, and it should arrive to Bury St Edmunds bus station around about 6:44. So it'll take an hour to get to Newmarket either way. And on Saturdays, Newmarket bus station earliest is 7:50 in the morning, and that's number 16, and should arrive at of course Bury St Edmunds at 9:13 in the morning, and going out towards West Suffolk Hospital about 9:20. And the last one from the Newmarket bus station is 17 o'clock, which is 5 o'clock, number 16, and it is just a 16 bus, as I just said, and should arrive at Bury St Edmunds bus station at 18:22. Okay, that is the last bus, only on Saturdays. The previous times I said was from Mondays to Fridays, except bank holidays, and that was the Newmarket bus station time of 7 o'clock, and finishing at Bury St Edmunds bus station at 8:47, and the last one being, of course, I remind you yet again, 5:30, and finishing at 6:44 p.m. in the evening. Okay, there are some bus times during the day that you need to have a look at if you do get a copy of this. Okay, and of course, yeah, my timetable is slightly stuck here, and I do apologise about that, but I can read what I can read here. This is Haverhill, Bury St Edmunds, and bear in mind there are some X's there, 15X and 14B, 15A and 14 during the day. So this is run by Stevenson's, okay, and of course, yes, the earliest from Haverhill, if you're coming from Haverhill, is 6:25 in the morning, and should arrive in Bury St Edmunds about 7:20. And the last one from Haverhill, if it's running normally, it will be 5:15, otherwise known as 17:15, and should arrive in Bury St Edmunds about 6:10, 18:10 in 24-hour clock mode. That's Mondays to Fridays from Haverhill to Bury St Edmunds. And of course on Saturdays, of course, it's the 15X, 14X, 2 15Xs, and another one right at the last minute here. The last bus we're talking about here. So the first one on Saturday from Bury St Edmunds to, no, the other way round, it's Haverhill to Bury St Edmunds, is 7:45, and should arrive at Bury St Edmunds at 8:38. And the last one from, of course, the current times at the moment here from Haverhill to Bury St Edmunds is 4:15. It should turn up at Haverhill bus station, and should arrive at Bury St Edmunds bus station at 5:08 p.m. 17:08. So yeah, these are the current timetables here, according to, of course, the booklet here, and it doesn't say what sort of times, what year this is, but of course it is the current situation at this moment of time here, correct up to the usual times. Yeah, it sort of doesn't really tell us what these timetables are correct up to. So yeah, right, Bury St Edmunds to Haverhill, so it's vice versa here. Very quickly I read you all this because, you know, time is the enemy here, because we're coming up to the last part of the show now. So the first one in the morning from Bury St Edmunds to Haverhill, Mondays to Fridays, 7:30 till 8:29, heading back, of course, to the Haverhill bus station, so of course that's where it will end up. And the last one from Bury Evans is usually about 6:15, which is 18:15, and it will be a 15X there, and it should arrive at Haverhill bus station at 1907 in 24-hour clock mode. That's Mondays to Fridays, except for bank holidays. And by the way, none of this, including of course the Bury Evans to Newmarket one that I just read, has a Sunday service. There's no Sunday service on most of these routes, which is just a little bit unfortunate, but there you go. Alright, okay, Saturdays is 9 o'clock till 9:57 from Bury Evans, and it is a 15X. And 15X is, of course, 11:15 from Bury Evans, and should arrive at Haverhill bus station at 12 minutes past 12. And there's another one here. I might as well read you all of these actually. There's a 15 past 1 from Bury Evans to, of course, the Haverhill bus station, 12 minutes past 2, which is where it will end up. And the 14 one is 15:15 it's supposed to be, and of course if it's running, 3:15, and should arrive at 4:14 in the afternoon, 16:14 24-hour club mode. And finally, of course, you've got the last one from Bury Evans on a Saturday, according to this, is 5:15, which is 17:15 in 24-hour clock mode, and should arrive at Haverhill bus station at 6:12, which is 18:12 in 24-hour clock mode. So you've got the 14, 14A, 15, 15A and 15X. All run by Stevenson's, and of course this is the leaflet that you will pick up from a bus if they do have any leaflets left. And as Stevenson's usually have the same bus, they will have leaflets on here. Stagecoach don't have the leaflets because they have different sort of buses that arrive. And I've just seen the correct information is correct up to the 18th of July 2024, just in case you are still having one of these in the future. How many people actually keep a copy of these for future references? I don't think many people do, but of course there might be some out there that might do it. Oh, it does say it on the front there, correct up to the 29th of July. Okay, 1 minute, it says 29th of July, okay. And then it says, of course, all information was correct at 18th of July 2024. So there might have been a few alterations since then. That's why it probably says the 29th of July 2024. But it is episode 4, or it has been episode 4 for the whole of this show here. We've got 4 minutes to actually summarise what we have been speaking about. Of course, the bus timetables between Haverhill and Bury Evans and vice versa, and the same with Bury Evans and Newmarket and vice versa as well. So we sort of give you some sort of idea of the latest bus timetable here, something that we might champion on another show as well, a bit more of the bus timetables in the area of East Anglia for those people who don't know about bus timetables there. Sorry, I had a cod, whatever it is. I've just been eating fish and chips earlier, so that might have been the cod in my throat. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so you get a sort of an idea of the kind of bus times that there is here for those people who have never used a bus in their entire life. How many of you have never used a bus in their entire life? Let us know in the comments. It will be very interesting to hear on that note here. Of course, there's been some thumbs up here, which we really do appreciate there, and some people tuning in here, loving what we are doing, I presume. So the second thumbs up has come up there, which has been brilliant here. I know no one's been in the chat, but of course, feel free to come on and leave us a comment, of course, when we do our live content. So you saw my stunt double, and what did you think of him? Was he a nice guy? I think the one that you're watching is a nice guy also, so there's not much difference, is there? But anyway, thank you so much everyone that has joined us here, and of course what we will do is finish up with the theme tune that we started off with at the beginning of the show. And of course, when it says starting soon, it means it will be starting another time. But yeah, tomorrow, of course, I'll be doing some commentaries on one game in the Premiership because it's 3 o'clock time. I know Southampton have got Arsenal. We won't be covering that one. It's a different game each time. I'll be keeping an eye on the Arsenal game. I won't be covering it because, you know, I've already done one Southampton game, and I normally only do commentaries on 3 o'clock games if I can. And the reason for that is because I think most people have got Sky the other sort of times, and of course, yeah, it can be sort of well, it just doesn't suit it, does it? If it's 3 o'clock, of course, not many people can see 3 o'clock, and that is the only difference, isn't it? Most people would have Sky the other days, like on a Sunday match, but we happily watch it, you know, ourselves. And if there is a good game on a Sunday that is worth commentating on, and we feel like doing it, then we might do it. But of course, other than that, we'll just stick to 3 o'clock games if we can, which are quite rare. So we're not sure what we're covering yet, so you have to wait and see and find out. We will ask people if they want to have a particular game, and of course the one that gets the most votes will actually will win. So yeah, one that gets the most votes, you know, because that's what you're likely to tune in because you voted for it. You know, if you do vote for a game or vote for a team that of course needs to be, you know, commentated on. But that won't happen until about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. So that's pretty cool. Right, okay, I'd like to say a huge thank you very much for watching. It is a pleasure to bring a close to this show here. I'm probably going to end up watching the last half hour of the Dan Wharton show here because it is the last one of this week of Monday to Friday show of the Dan Wharton Outspoken show. But until then, you do take care, and just a quick summarisation. We were talking about the banks here of the new hub, which of course is starting soon in Haverhill at the High Street. So make sure you look around for your own one in your own area. Let us know in the comments at any stage, because you can comment after this live's gone out, and tell us if you have experienced a post office banking hub in your area. We'd like to know about it so we can explain what areas have got them and what areas haven't got them here at the current status in 2024. That said, of course, you know how to get in touch with the show. Of course, if you do want to be a guest at any time, or you can actually come on Messenger and we'll have you speaking live on a phone source if you'd like to do it that way, the old-fashioned phoning kind of thing, then feel free to get in touch with us also. Right, that said, thank you very, very much indeed for watching. We'd like to bring a close to this programme for now. The show is going to go out with a bang because it's going to return soon. But yeah, you thought it's going to be the last ever show, but no. This has been episode number 4. Thank you very much. My name's Nick C, and join us very much soon. Perhaps we may even go on TikTok later on and see if we can get some coins on there, because I think they do coins at the moment. But yeah, subscribe free of charge as usual to Touring With Us, which is this channel that you're watching now. This has been Latest with Nick C. Till next time, take care.
Shake it to the melody. Shake it to the melody.